Hey you beautiful people, what is up? It is time for another standard video and we're doing a revisit, which is a bit soon because I've played this green-white archetype, this toxic deck. It's pretty much a block constructed deck out of Phyrexia, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, right after release. This was like pretty obvious to build, and so I went ahead. And after that video, I was like, this deck is kind of mediocre. I don't think it has enough tools, enough stuff. It's going to stay like tier 2, tier 3. And we really haven't seen it much. I mean, people have been playing it occasionally on ladder, you know, but besides that, it didn't have any success in the standard challenge. It wasn't in the MTGO leagues, in the 5-0 decklist dumps. But things changed, and the Japanese regional championship happened last weekend, and Rei Sato, former MPL and Platinum Pro, a very accomplished Japanese player, took it all down with green-white toxic, surprisingly. In a sea of Grixis and mono-white mid-range, Esper and mono-red, green-white toxic took it all down. His list, of course, different than the one I used, but not by a lot, to be fair. He's choosing, for example, to play Charge of the Mites, which is a card I've not played. But I was like, oh, this is interesting, actually. And I said I wanted to try it, and he surely showed us how good it was. It is a threat at instant speed, quite nice against sweepers, of course, by being 2 1/1s that have Toxic 1, of course. And then can also be a removal spell in case you need to get through a Shieldred or some crazy big creature that's annoying. So a nice flexible tool there. And yeah, the tokens obviously work great with something like Slaughter Singer or the Seedcore, which can pump them up. I'm not going to talk too much about all these cards here. I've talked about them in the past video already. I'm just going to talk about the changes or the things that are different. 4 Tyvar stance is something I didn't try, and it does make sense. It is not only a protection spell for 1 mana that protects one of your opponent creatures, right? It also functions as a way to give them poison when you have Venerated Rotpriest. Especially works well when you have multiple of these. And it is a pump spell that gets through a blocker. Again, opponent has a Shieldred, just swing in with everybody, pump the creature they block, give it X+X, whatever it needs to beat that blocking creature, and you will eat it up. So it's a pretty flexible card, overall strong. Yeah, we're playing 12 1-drops again, pretty fast out of the gate. Skrelv Scythe, that's the big one in the deck, I think, one of the better cards that just continuously churns out 1/1s. And then for Corrupted, each creature of Toxic we have, which is pretty much every creature in the deck, has lifelink, which is kind of outrageous. Imagine every creature having a lifelink. Yeah, your mono-red opponent is not going to be happy about it, and when 4/4 lifelinkers come at him. Yeah, that's pretty much the deck. We have Skrelv, of course. We're playing a low land count of just 22 lands. One interesting part is I played Secluded Courtyard to name Phyrexian for the mana base, because I'm not a big fan of Overgrown Farmland. I'm still gonna play it and run it here because Rei Sato took down the tournament. But in general, in a deck with 1-drops, not a big fan of this card. I can see that because you have Tyvar stand, you need the appropriate colored sources to cast it, right? And if you don't have farmland, you just have like 9 of them. Maybe you put a forest in there. Not great, of course, a forest. Yeah, so that's the difference, I suppose. And then for Mirrex, I only played 2. So it's like, this is still colorless land, a bit slow to activate, but he's just like 4 of them all in, pump out those 1/1s. And in the couple games I've played, it has been good. I mean, if the games really go long, and it just adds up. You have Skrelv Scythe making tokens, you have Mirrex making tokens, and then at the end you just swing with like 5 tokens and get the toxic damage, the final toxic damage in that way. Let's take a real quick look at the sideboard. We got some Lantern Flares, excellent in the stack. You have a lot of small creatures, so this is going to gain you a bunch of life. Just a good sideboard card out of white against red, of course. For Wedding Announcement. More grind, yeah. We bring them in against Grixis, of course, to have more grind material. Wedding Announcement, making multiple permanents, pumping your entire team. Super good against in long games, and adds up with Skrelv Scythe. If you go Skrelv Scythe into Wedding Announcement, all these cards get so much better. Destroy Evil, 2 copies. Useful, flexible tool. Can be brought in against, I don't know, mono white midrange. They have like Sarah Paragon, or lots of ossification enchantments. Temporary Lockdown is a card that they sometimes play, but also good against something like Esper Legends, killing all their big important creatures. Unlicensed Source, Graveyard Hate, not much to say there. And then Carnivorous Canopy. I'm probably not saying that wrong. Carnivorous Canopy? Better, but maybe still incorrect. 3 mana, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature flying if that permanent's mana value is 3 or less. Proliferate. Yeah, it proliferates often, right? Standard is a low to the ground format, so you're gonna have lots of mana value 3 or less targets, and proliferate in this deck means essentially giving the opponent 1 poison counter, which again adds up, right? 10 and they're dead. Newsflash. Destroy target artifact, enchantment of creature flying. This is also really nice against the mono white midrange deck. Hits all the important things there. Hits the Sarah Paragon, hits Steel Seraph if they have that card, and hits Temporary Lockdown. I found it to be great there, and otherwise, yeah, you know, it's just a flexible sideboard card that synergizes with the Toxic theme. So a pretty cool find. This overall really a deck that is featuring a lot of the new cards, which is kind of cool. And hey, if the format rotates, which is not going to happen anytime soon, right? Next rotation is going to be fall of 2023. But if it does, we have this Toxic deck we can surely play. There's no card in the main deck, creature-wise or permanent-wise. I'm saying non-lands, of course. Lands, they're different, but non-land-wise, God, that took me a while. That is not out of Phyrexia, which is absurd. And it just won a big tournament. So, yeah. Let me check. The only things that rotate out immediately are Overgrown Farmland, actually, out of the side of the mana base. So you still have Brushland and Razorverge Thicket in the next rotation. Yeah, this is surely going to be a deck to look at when the next rotation happens. All right. Anyways. A little bit of a segue. Let's enjoy some gameplay. Let's go. We're on the play. Let's go. No 2-drop, but we're on the play with 1-drop. Kinda doing okay. Not the perfect curve, but a keep. And Skrelv is so good in this deck, by the way. Skrelv is just phenomenal because Skrelv not only protects your creatures, right? It also gives them unblockable to get that last poison damage in. And then it also adds Toxic 1 to the creature. So you get another Toxic, which is huge for this deck, of course. Razorverge Thicket. Number 2. Last turn. 1 poison for you. And 1 Raffine's Tower on the board. This could be 5 color, this could be Esper Legends. We'll see, we'll see. Ba, ba, ba. Gotta get into that diamond. I've been doing most of my playtesting, 95% of my playtesting for Napoli internally in the team. Direct challenges, stuff like that. So yeah, I haven't laddered that much lately. So here we are, still sitting plat 1, you know. It is like that. Okay, no spell on turn 2 makes me think that they might just be on blue-white control, especially also planes. I'm gonna slam, but I wouldn't be surprised if this gets make disappeared. But hey, if I know my opponent's deck list for sure, and I would see like, oh, there's like 4 make disappear in that deck, I'd maybe play the Skrelv here. But again, we're playing on ladder. There's no open deck list. I don't have the information. Yeah, this just looks like a lay down arms blue-white control deck. To me. Yeah, still thinking that. That's a lot of lands. I wish one of these would be a Mirrex. Mirrex is phenomenal against control decks. But yeah, it seems to be a lay down arms ossification blue-white control build. Although this is a bit confusing. Maybe this is a banned deck. Yeah, I saw a banned deck. I was thinking about trying also for the channel. It was not a banned deck. It was it wasn't a Truxa deck, but pretty much a banned deck with the only black card being a Truxa. And it was sort of like a control deck playing Yeah, I think it played Lay on Arms too. I believe so, yeah. And Leyline Binding, Lay on Arms, Ossification, Herd Migration to get you a basic. It looked really cool. It is that deck. Yes, it also played Vorak. I'm pretty sure it is that deck. Cool, cool. Let's see how this works out. Vorak is a really good Magic card. I should play more with that. It is a Corpse Appraiser in a way, right? Like the ability of getting a card as a free is really nice. Sure, Corpse Appraiser, when it works, when you exile a card, is much better than the Vorak, but they're like similar, right? And it doesn't have the downside that if there's no creature to exile for the Appraiser, that it won't find anything. So it will always find that land. And in a deck with all these duels, you can even find a cycling land in the late game and cycle it and essentially draw a card. Sure, it's a bit clunky, but imagine you have 9 mana in play. It doesn't really matter at that point. Yeah, I could give Toxic 1 to my Contaminator, but I'd rather just keep up the protection. Again, Lay Down Arms on my mind. They already played Ossification. I believe they play Line. They 100% play Leyline Binding, pretty much. I think it's the deck that I saw. So I want to keep up the Skrelv to protect. This means they trade Bankbuster for Contaminator, but they won't be able to draw a card. Can't give Unblockable from Colorless. What is this? An Eiganjo? Just drawing 7 lands here. We're playing a 22 land deck with 8 utility lands and then Boseiju and Eiganjo as well. So 10 lands that do something. And we drew 7 lands that don't do shit. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Not gonna lie. So I'm playing my lands in case I draw Mirrex. If my next 2 draws are Mirrex, for example, it'd be nice if I had 6 lands already in play because I could go Mirrex, and then activate both Mirrexes on the same turn for 8 mana total. Herd Migration. Yep. Imagine they would make a bunch of free-frees here. That would stabilize them quite well. Okay, now I think I give the Mite unblockable. Oh, alright, let's go. Opponent has something at instant speed. Could just be a cycling land. But yeah, I'm starting to give my stuff unblockable. I have to kill them before they start dropping a Truxer. I think I also play Wandering Emperor. Yeah. But you know, I'm not able to play around stuff here. I can just trade, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they had 4 poison. Doesn't make sense to play land here. I don't think it's necessary. No, I can bluff it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they had 4 poison. I think this game, if they drop in a Truxer here, which wouldn't be... Yeah, this deck looks so good. I think it went... I don't know, was it even in Japan? Maybe it was in the Philippines. We had 3 regional championships. It was somewhere. I saw it and I was like, oh, this is sweet. It's not a singer. Wait. I'm so confused right now. Oh, they proliferated. Now I see. I was like, wait a minute. They went -1, -2. That is not possible. Running Emperor only has 3 loyalty. But they went proliferate. I see. Let's just attack this Wandering Emperor, I suppose. Well. We might have a chance if they just flood out. If they don't have nothing. I mean, I played a Vorak last turn on 7, which is the turn where they have either a Truxer or Herd Migration. They can cast a Truxer too easily with this mana base. Yeah, I mean, we could win this. We have the on-board advantage right now. My opponent has the scary cards in their deck. 4/4, a bit annoying too, I must say, if they make this a 4/4. Oh, well, I think I might be exiting this game soon. Okay, enchantment, herd migration, Atraxa number 2, Eternal Wanderer, and an artifact and a land. Besides the choice of mana bases, I must say, I'm on board. Very much on board. Absolutely loving this. I think I know what my next video is going to be about. And I think I'm going to scoop this one up. I mean, do you want me to play this out? I guess we can watch unfold. Our opponent being victorious here. And technically speaking, I could win this, maybe not. Very, very tiny. I think we're in the minuses, honestly. They're going to play Eternal Wanderer, kill my board, leave their Atraxa in play, make another 2/2, Leyline Binding one of these Skrelv Hives. I mean, they could just misclick and do nothing. They could disconnect, right? But if they play correctly, I think our chances of winning this game are very much tiny. I will keep a Mite. And then Leyline Binding my Hive. Opponent plays this nicely, I like it. Oh, not even killing my Hive. Don't even care. Do not care, huh? Tyvar stand. Alright, I'm gonna scoop him up. I think my opponent got this locked down. Vorak proliferating on Planeswalkers. Nice little synergy there. Okay. Playing against Atraxa. 4-color Bunt control. Destroy Evil. Canopy is interesting and Destroy Evil is interesting. I think Annex Sentry is bad. Tyvar stand seems decent. So they play like Leyline Binding, Lay Down Arms, Lay of Ossification. Right. Probably want the Canopy then. Might also want the Wedding Announcement. Looks kind of decent. Maybe I take out the Contaminator. All their removal. Contaminator is good against stuff that's damage based. Things like Cut Down, Abrade, Brotherhood's End. But the white deck, every single removal they have kills this card, and at that point, you know, all my other cards are cheap, more efficient than this, so sorry. It's powerful, yes, but it's just too bad against removal. And replacing it is, funnily enough, kills also Atraxa, which, yeah, kind of good against my opponent. Replacing the Contaminator, I think it's just Wedding Announcement. And then we can get rid of Tyvar stand. Yeah, kind of like Tyvar stand against them. So much removal, sweepers. Maybe a charge of the Mites. Wedding Announcement, to be fair, you know, if they start dropping these haymakers, it doesn't really matter if I have a Wedding Announcement or not. Right? Especially like Eternal Wanderer, if that thing hits the battlefield, it's just gonna wipe my board. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, it does add up, though. Like, if I have a Mirrex going, I can make then 2/2s. I think Wedding Announcement is a bit stronger, or not a bit, decently stronger than, yeah, against like red-black mid-rangey decks than the white mid-rangey decks. Only one land, not good enough. Oof, this hand is pretty bad, too. Don't really have green mana, I have a bunch of green spells. Can go Duelist into Singer. Not very good. I can go Singer into Duelist, actually. I can't go Duelist into Singer. Yeah, and I think I can do better on a 5, honestly. Or not. Yeah, going to 4, I believe. I mean, I could keep this and just hope to run a runner. But what if I mulling into a hand with like 2 lands, double Skrelv Hive? They don't have an enchantment removal. Something I could see me. Okay. Mulling into 4. But we can do like this, I guess. Hope for land. Could also keep 3 lands, 1 Wedding. I think this is better though. 2 Wedding is actually a way of me gaining a lot of card advantage. And recouping this mulligan. because the second one will make, and then I'll still start drawing cards. My entire team will get 2/2, right, at some point with 2 Vetting Announcement. Laid on arms on Crawling Chorus here. I honestly, like, this matchup might also be just pretty tough. My opponent has a bunch of cheap removal and sweepers and haymakers and leyline binding and I don't know what, probably Lauren of the third path in the sideboard as well. This is a tough matchup. My opponent's deck looks very prepared. I think what you want to run into is like red-black decks. That is much better than these white-based, especially leyline binding too. Yeah. I mean, the big worry I have, or when I looked at my opponent's deck, the worry I always have with something like that is the mana base. I think they're playing like 12 tap lands. 12 tap lands is a lot. Maybe even 14, I don't know, like 4 Headquarters, 4 Raffine's Tower, 4 Jetmir's Garden, and then maybe some Proving. Nah, I guess they're just playing 12. But still, 12 is a bunch, you know? It's a lot. Yeah, so I don't know. That's always a risk. But so far it's looked really nice, and I'm sure they're just gonna try this. All right. So I could attack with my 1/1s and draw cards. I'm definitely destroying Leyline Binding. That's no question. Or I could just make an army of 1/1s and then build a big army and then swing for lethal. That plan wins against no sweepers. If everything else goes well. The plan of attacking loses me creatures, doesn't gain me board position, but draws me cards. I think my plan on the multi-4 here is to have them not have any sweepers and just build an army of free freeze, right? At some point they're going to be free freeze and then swing for lethal before they drop Atraxa. It's ambitious. Right now they don't have black yet, so well, now they have black. I could swing and draw cards. Oh, I could make 2 more 2/2s. I think at this point maybe I should just draw cards. They only kill. I basically throw away a 1/1, which is gonna be a 3/3 at some point. For 2 cards, but I'm not getting any 1/1, any 2/2s. It's so interesting. It's really interesting how Vetting Announcement has these decisions. Maybe it's better to just get 2/2s that furthermore grow into 3/3s. I think in most cases, like, it depends also on your deck. My deck is fairly low power level. You know, my curve stops at 3. I don't have anything crazy I can draw into here in the later stages of the mid game. So just gaining 2/2 humans is, you know, might just be, or future to be free freeze might just be better than, you know, drawing Crawling Chorus or second Skrelv or whatever. Well, I think a sweeper is near. Again, if I draw a Mirrex here, yeah. If I draw a Mirrex, I make free freeze every turn. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, you listened. We're playing 4 of them, so. Mirrex and Vetting Announcement does add up. Vetting Announcement, just a hell of a magic card. Hell of a magic card. You know what's also a hell of a magic card? Yeah, Truxa. Now we have to draw Carnivorous Canopy. My opponent's still at 16 life and 0 poison, and they just found themselves a couple Planeswalkers, another Sweeper, another Truxa. Yeah. All right, late on arms. Sorry, I just had to write a quick message there. That's gone. Yes. I'm in love with what my opponent's doing. Hoping so badly for this to be good. Yeah. Oh, this is so sexy. Such a smart deck. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I saw this deck. I could have put time into it, right? Tested, etc. But I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but I think I have a better, not necessarily a better version, but a different archetype that I think is doing this better. And then now the deck I'm playing at the tournament is kind of good against a deck like this. So those are the reasons why, you know, I haven't put any, like I have put thought, but not actual hours into testing and playing this deck. So there's only so much time as well, and I was working on other things. Maybe I should have put some time into it. Maybe it's more consistent and stronger than I think. Definitely looks good. And yeah, again, I'm gonna make a video on it. All right, I'm dead. This is 7 plus 10, 16 in total. I only have a free blocker. GG. Back to no pips in Plat 1. Gotta grind. Play. No 2-drop. 2-drop. Sorry, no 1-drop I meant. But nonetheless, this is again a keep. 2 of 1-drops. Now there's one turn. Can you have top 7 or top 8? Alright. Yeah, it's pretty likely that you have a 1-drop of 12 in your opening hand. Dennick. So if I play this, I can attack. If I play this, I have a bigger attack next turn. This would still be a trade, which don't want to trade for a Dennick, my Jawbone. Not necessarily. So I'm just gonna play Contaminator. Pass the turn. Talia. Talia Plaza, hero and 2 legends. You know what that means? Yes, we might be having to make a visit to Eiganjo during our next attack here. I don't like that at all. It would be a really good tempo swing for my opponent if they have an Eiganjo here. But if I just stick and do nothing, is that going to be cutting it? If I don't do nothing, they just start playing Raffine's, Shieldrits, whatever. They have a better late game than me. So I probably have to attack, but it does not feel good. I would love to have a Tyvar stand here. Could also not attack with this, I guess, because it's just going to trade Dennick. I think it's okay, though, at this point, getting rid of the 2 free life linker. And yes, they have the Eiganjo. No, they don't. Maybe they do. Maybe they just combine Talia with Eiganjo. No. Okay, they don't have Eiganjo. Awesome. Good. Taking the trade with the Talia, that's cool. Don't mind that. Yeah, you know, you gotta make them have it too. Especially with aggressive decks. Can't just sit around, play around everything. The Raving Man. Boseiju. Well. You know what's kind of funny? These Esper decks usually don't play basic lands, so you can blow it up. They also don't play Raffine's Tower lately anymore. So we can, yeah, blow these up. It's gonna be fun. Right, I'm a bit surprised by their draws here. Is it on Otavara, I guess? Now they have an Eiganjo? Didn't you have it last turn? I'm just confused. So I guess they just drew it. Oh, my creature dies. You have another Eiganjo? Well, that means you made a mistake last turn. Sorry, but that means you made a mistake last turn. If you have 2 Eiganjos, you should have used 1. Yeah, Eiganjo is egregiously good for 1 mana. Deal 4 against the creature deck. It's kind of unfair. I don't like being Eiganjoed. Here, they have double Plaza. They also have, I mean, yeah, they have all the colors, I guess. I'll just blow up 1 land and, you know, back to the Stone Age with you. Not that I'm winning, but Boseiju doesn't do anything else either. Oh, they do play Rafine's Tower. Well, okay. That wasn't great. Oh, and I missed something. Ravenman. Yep. Ravenman triggering off channel lands. Oopsie daisy. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm getting destroyed here. What you can do against Ravenman with channel lands, you can do is in your end step. I could have Boseiju in my end step and they wouldn't have gotten a 1/1. An airtie, I will draw a card. Yep. Can take away the Denriall and attack with both my creatures. They can trade with one of them, but at least they will go to Toxic. 3. No, they just double block. Yeah, I guess that also makes somewhat sense. No, we have a 1/4 against 2 Ravens. What does that card do? Well, whenever you gain 2 life? Okay, that seems kind of okay. Well, whenever on turn draws again, I lose 2 life? What? I've never seen that card before. This looks decent, I guess. Well, there's Death Touch and 4/5 as well? I wonder if it's any good. What is this? This artwork is spicy. Someone used up some gold. We are rippity rip rip. Okay. Green White Toxic. You haven't won a game yet. We have removal, which we want to go, which we won little board in. Bloated Contaminator seems pretty bad against Eiganjo. Yikes. Charge of the Mites, Annex Sentry. Annex Sentry will just die to a cut down, which they likely have some in the sideboard and will likely bring in. Destroy Evil, Lantern Flare, guess are going to be good. Tyvar stand maybe less important because they don't have that much removal. And then I'm going to cut one of these free drops. Sentry, Bloated Contaminator. I think I just might beat a Contaminator. Keep the Sentry. Hope they have to use up their cut down for earlier stuff, like the Slaughter Singer or the Jawbone or Skrelv. And if I have Skrelv, I can protect my things, but I can't protect them from channel lands. They're colorless. No bueno. What is going on with these hands? I'm not able to win with this. Come on, come on. You got to give me some good openness. Where's the curve? 1, 2, 3. Skrelv Scythe. 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 land. I think I'll keep. I don't want to go to 5. I have plays, right? Just if I draw a runner, land, you know my hand is okay. If I don't draw a land immediately, it's not great. They have cut down, as you can tell. I don't even want to play script. Oh, they used the cut down for that. Well, I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. I find that very, very good for me. That's crawling chorus, huh? Whatever happened on this artwork, I don't know. It's weird. Alright, we're gonna swing in with our Mite that can't block. White. Attack. 2 poison. If we get the Seedcore online, our little 1/1 army looks pretty good. Alright, let's protect the Mite again or the Chorus. Actually, I think we're gonna protect the Chorus. White. You want to kill it? Go ahead. They have Eiganjo. Go ahead. Kill it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Get the Skrelv down. They really don't want to get to free poison, but I don't know if this is a winning line here. Cut downing and Eiganjoing my 1/1s. Kill the Skrelv, main phase. Okay. Yeah. Draw land, sweet. Denriall getting in there? No. Playing very, very carefully. Just get rid of the Denriall and attack. I like that, I think. We have a charge of the Mites for another big thing. We lose a Mite here, but we gain 1 Mite every turn, and now everything is lifelink. And even more importantly, in this situation, Seedcore is online to have us able to attack these 1/1s into something like a 3/2. Oh, they have Wedding Announcement. Curious. Okay, that's an interesting card out of Esper Legends, especially in this matchup. I assume they have it in the sideboard, right? But why would you bring it in an aggressive matchup? You know, that doesn't make much sense to me personally. Let's attack these 1/1s that are secretly 3/2s. The opponent is not shy to block. I don't mind trading my 1/1s, gaining 6 life here. This is the type of draw you want to have. This is the strength of the deck. Having Skrelv, first and foremost, maybe the best card in the deck. And then having Seedcore and just swinging in there, gaining a bunch of life, toxic. Your opponent uses their removal on shitty creatures because they don't have other good targets. You know? Out of line, out of line. Out of line has 4 toughness, so she gotta go. She gotta leave. 4 toughness is not allowed on the battlefield. Attack everybody. I'm not afraid of Eiganjo. I don't think they have it. They have something else though. I don't know what they have. Maybe they have a cut down. They have a Destroy Evil. Okay. This dies. I can block one of my things, but yeah, it's just we'll still die. Denriall will die. Okay, so they're left with a Wedding Announcement and Denriall and 1 card in hand, which is a Lauren on my Skrelv Scythe. Not bad. Not bad. But I drew another Skrelv Scythe. Convenient. Let's play. No, I need green white. Let's play Slaughter Singer. No. You gotta be a little careful here because this gives 1/1, which means my little dorks won't be able to be pumped by the Seedcore. Which means it could be double blocked, but I guess it could be double blocked anyways, at least the Jawbone. But the Singer doesn't really push any damage through in this turn. You know what? If it doesn't change nothing, yeah, it just does make sense to... It does make sense to just do this. Green. No, sorry. God, tapping lands is the most difficult part of Magic, right? Everybody agrees with that. It's just my brain. So we do this. They can double block my Jawbone, but this works the same as Seedcore here, essentially, because a 3/2 and a 2/2 doesn't make a difference. I'm going to trade with both of these. Totally fine with that. They're down to just the Denriall. We have a board position, we have Skrelv's Hive, we have, again, the Seedcore, Singer, looking good. Oh, 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 you think that cut's good? Might be good, might be good. So I could swing with everybody, they're gonna eat this. That does not seem very good. I'm just gonna put out my board and probably swing everybody next turn. Again, all our things have lifelink. I'm not too worried about Shieldred here. She seems beatable. Venerated Rotpriest is your target? What? It's a weird one. That is a weird one. Why not my 4/4 or my Singer? Charge of Mites. Don't mind if I do. They're just dead on board. Not on board yet. They're not dead on board, but after this resolves. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh my god, oops. Lol. Why did I... Yeah, wedding announcement. Oopsie daisy. Well... Shit. If I attack with these all, what's gonna happen? If I attack with this, they're gonna eat here, but they still have to block with this. I think I'm gonna be okay if I do this. A little bit of an oopsie there, though. And I made another small misstep. I should have pumped one of my attackers before they get 1/1. Technically speaking, it's just free to do so. Although, wait a minute. If they drew Nightclubber on the next turn, giving my team -1/-1, I actually have a Seedcore up to protect my 1/1. Masterfully played around that top deck there. Masterfully. Gosh, I'm in awe of myself right now. So yeah, cut downs, go for the throats, destroy evils, Ertai, Lauren. They have hate in their sideboard against me. The hate is real. Can't give my Skrelv self-protection. Should I get betting announcement? Are we just grinding? Is this a grind fest? What are you doing? What are you doing, Oribo? Lantern Flare. Maybe that's the deal? Just put 4 weddings? I'll try it, you know? Science. My opponent wants to go for the throat, cut down, Lauren my stuff, grind me out. I'll put in more grind stuff and kill your stuff. And we see who comes out on top, huh? Oh, I love this hand. This is the type of hand I'm talking about. Skrelv into Hive. It's just a flavor win as well. Skrelv bringing the Hive with him. Cut down. Seedcore. Skrelv Hive. No Lauren, please. No Lauren, yeah? Can we be friends and you not play Lauren? Good. No land either. Don't say. I don't mind that, I guess. Building a board position. Opponent has no. Okay, that's a Lauren. They had Lauren, but didn't have the land, huh? All right, a Lauren is good. So I can just say pro white and start attacking with my Mite again. Or I can start making Mirrex token. No, wait, this cost me 0 mana, right? That's just so stupid. I can just do both. 0 mana white. 0 mana Skrelv. Just 2 life to be paid. Good old Phyrexian mana. There's a couple cards on the like for anybody who's starting or hasn't played as much Magic. Phyrexian mana, kind of broken. There's a decent amount of cards on the banned list from the old first Phyrexia block. And yeah. Pretty good ability. Pretty good mechanic. Life is not as important as mana often. No attacks with the Danik, no attacks with the Lauren. That seems wrong to me. Lauren is vigilant. I can't block. Again, doing the same thing. White. Yeah, I'm not even bothering about pumping these. I'm just gonna make more and more with Mirrex. Because this game is not gonna be won by damage. It's gonna be won by poison. Both draw a card. Winning announcement. Okay. The opponent has to start attacking. Like, the Skrelv is just gonna kill them. Pretty good. 6 life. No other Vara shenanigans to protect. Putting 7 poison. I don't know how they're gonna win this. Like Shieldred, Raffine, whatever strong cards, creatures that they might have in their deck, it doesn't matter against the poison damage. It just doesn't matter. We have double Rotpriests. If they start targeting stuff, they need some sort of sweeper. Night Clubber, Path of Peril. Unlikely to be in their deck. I saw Nassif playing Night Clubber. So they could have that. Ertai goes around the Rotpriest at least. Killing Skrelv, I suppose. That's the thing here, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. The betting announcement just looks clunky and unnecessary. This has first strike, this is a 2-3, so they're gonna eat 2 of my mites. Cannot play both, unfortunately. Attack everybody to block here. Block, take 2 poison. No, they have 4 blockers. They're gonna block. I lose 3 mites. And a Venerated Rotpriest, they keep 2 creatures, they go to 8 poison. Doesn't seem that enticing to me. You know what, I'll play it slow. Perhaps I should have played this betting announcement sooner. But, yeah. I mean, I had a... Yeah, anyhow, it is how it is. And if I draw another green source or white source, I can drop double Singer next turn and swing in there. GG. The Skrelv was already good enough to beat them. And yeah, that's the power of green-white poison right there. Alright, we're already on a 6. Taking away the Brushland. Seems fine. It's fine. 6, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, mono red. Ooh, okay, double Painland draw. Oh my god, I hate my life already. Why am I so unlucky? Can I not draw a Razorverge Thicket against a mono red player? Table flip!
Bloodthirsty Adversary coming in for 3 damage on the play. I have a Kumano on turn 1. My win rate is 20% higher with my deck when I have Kumano on turn 1. I always have it. I'm a really good player.
Why am I making fun of mono red players? Who are mono red players? I'm one of myself. It's a good deck. It's a good deck these days. It's a good deck. But yeah, it is a bit better. Tiny bit better when you have that Kumano on turn 1, because that card's actually good. Well, the rest of the deck, pretty mediocre. Yeah. Nonetheless, on the play, Kumano into 2-drop, into Squee. Pretty decent, you know, it's gonna win you games, and it's gonna win my opponent this game. Very, very likely. Get rid of Squee, block this. I have to probably trade in my Singer, which is so unfortunate. But I'm not seeing myself winning if I don't. gets better post-board with Lantern Flare. I assume this is a very play-draw dependent matchup. Mono red is on the play, has a sick draw, couple of shocks to follow that up or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna beat you. But if you have like Skrelv Hive into Bloated Contaminator, you might be the one who's dictating the course of the game. Assume they have some sort of lightning strike or whatever. Yeah, strangle. Yeah. Would love to draw another Annex Sentry. Tyvar stand. Ha ha ha. I guess I'll get in there. Maybe they block. No blocks. 4 poison. Yeah. Looks tough. It looks tough. I need. I don't know what I need, honestly. I'm already kind of losing on board, and they have 3 cards left in hand. Just prevent damage. I don't know. Yeah. Hope you got nothing. I have 3 more poison coming at them. Okay, if they have any burn here, I'm probably just out of this game. Yeah. I mean, I go to 6 poison. That's just... This can also target your own creatures, so you can technically just like give them a poison. 4 life now. I can kill the Squeak chump block here. Yeah, it is a line. But if I do that... No, they don't have lethal yet, but... I mean, I'm losing my Rotpriest. I'm going to be left with 1/1, and I'm at 1 life. So, yeah, I might survive this turn. But I'm not winning this game. Okay, I'm surviving the turn. 6 poison. GG. Alright. Again, play draw dependent, Skrelv Hive important, Sentry and Contaminator seem pretty important too. Lantern Flare, come in here. What do I not like? I think Tyvar stand is actually pretty good too. Charge of the Mites might just be the inefficient clunky card. Because I don't really want to kill creatures with that. Making some Mites is a bit clunky, you know, for 3 mana. It's not the most... Right, it's not an efficient card. It's a flexible card. So I'd rather just have all cheap cards, flexible... Not flexible. You know, consistent! Doing what they're supposed to do. Have a Tyvar stand to protect against a Lightning Strike, a Braid, Obliterating Bolt, whatever it may be. And win this matchup. Let's go. I need some Skrelv Hive action. I need some Contaminators. Skrelv on turn 1. Protect my Jawbone. Take that. Play first. Okay. Yeah, I have the Brushland again, but I do have 1 Painless Land. Opponent's on a mulligan. And we have Annex Sentry. I like that card in this matchup. Yeah, I can work with this. No Skrelv Hive, though. Skrelv Hive really swings this around, I think. Giving everything lifelink is so big against mono red. Ooh, I like that. Am I just going to Slaughter Singer it up? If they Lightning Strike that, I think that's okay for me. I could have just Rotpriested, pass, but then I can't get damage in, can't get poison in. That's a pretty freaking good turn. That's a really good turn. Oof. Okay. Am I just playing a Sentry? No, I think I'm... No. I think I'm just attacking and playing a Rotpriest. Chilling on this Tyvar stand. And then next turn... The Sentry, if I play a Sentry here and just... It dies, I think I lose a lot of equity. So they're gonna be 2 freeze. So if I pump this... It blocks 1, I take 2. They still can attack. But will they attack? They will stay back with 1. At 3 poison now. Had 3 cards left. I mean, the Rotpriest isn't that important, is it? On the other hand, it's a nice tempo play. And it also gives them another poison. Opponent is gonna learn a lesson here. Pretty sure they didn't see that. Furnace Punisher. Huh. Yeah, I'm not playing many basics, am I? Jawbone Duelist. I mean, they're just gonna block the Sentry. Let's be real. So that attack does seem worthless. Actually, I could use the Seedcore on defense here with this Jawbone. They get frisky with their menace creature. Maybe they walk into my 3/2 double striker, who knows? Would be lovely. But for them to make the same mistake twice. Okay. But still, it's threatening it, right? So if I would have pumped here, then maybe we could have done the attack. Alright, let's get in with these 2. At this point, you know, at 6 poison, I mean, if you target a creature of mine, you get another poison. If you block the Jawbone, or you say let's say they have 1 removal in hand. They kill the Jawbone, they block here, they take 2 poison, and they take 1 poison from killing a guy, so they go to 9 poison. I think attacking with this, I don't want to risk. This seems very valuable to have on board. Yeah, we'll pump my Jawbone. Okay, they kill that, sure. Yep. You go to 9 poison now. And look, if I attacked the Rotpriest, they would have just eaten it and killed my Jawbone. So this would have been the same outcome, but me losing the Rotpriest. I think they actually did a mistake. They should have blocked the 1/4 there. And then just killed my Jawbone, right? They took a poison for like no reason. They got me to activate the Seedcore, but who cares? You had like 13 life. If I like, it's not important. The toxic is the important part. Okay, they have Furnace Punisher. Do I want more removal? I have 3 removals right now. Tyvar Stand. I think Tyvar Stand is pretty good against mono red, but it is harder to cast when you're on a draw, when you have to jam creatures. Nonetheless, I think it's good. And the only card I would consider is Charge of the Mites. Just mono red also kills your guys, so is it going to be a good removal? No, right? Only later in the game when it's not as important anymore. Like I got to be fair, that's the same with Lantern Flare. Guess my deck is kind of bad against Furnace Punisher because Lantern Flare doesn't kill it early, right? I don't have a board, and then the Charge of Might is the same card essentially, so it doesn't do that either. This hand is very all in on this Jawbone. I don't love it. I think it's a mulligan. I'm looking for Skrelv Scythe. Yeah, there's Skrelv Scythe. Okay. Alright, well, we're doing that. Now we just gotta hope that we don't die first. Because this does pain me. Oh, that's one of my best cards in the matchup, I believe. 4 toughness is good. Takes care of a creature. As long as it's on the board, of course. But yeah, it's a good swing. Whoa, I mean, I don't mind that. I honestly don't mind if you're trying to play control here. If you don't pressure my life total, I'm gonna win this game. I have double Skrelv Scythe. Furnace Punisher. Just a 2/2. That is fine by me. That's not enough pressure. Well. This Lantern Flare, you know, is also a way to recoup that life that we lost with the Hive. Feeling kind of okay here. You know, I'm missing land drop. Brushland being Brushland against mono red, of course. Not great. Huh, see how they're playing. Wow, they want to stay back. Funny, funny, funny. Kinda cute, not gonna lie. Do I just Sentry the Squee? Or do I play Slaughter Singer, swing in there? I think I want to use my mana most efficiently here. So I'm leaning towards Sentry. If I play Slaughter Singer, they kind of have to kill it next turn. Otherwise they die. Yeah, no, I think I still want to do this. Just pass here. This demands an answer as well. And then if I draw another land, I can do 2-drop Lantern Flare. It's going to be a close game, depending on what my opponent has left. Oy. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a close game anymore. I think I just lost the game on the spot. I didn't expect that. Out of the mono-red deck. Not bad. Yeah, that was game winning. Okay, now we saw a good sideboard card against my deck. I mean, I suppose it is. Jesus Christ. The 3 damage part, not as good, right? Because the mono-red deck plays a bunch of small creatures itself. But they... the Annex Sentry, holy shoot. And my Skrelv side. That was brutal. I need trauma therapy after that thing. Oh yeah. Can Lantern Flare the Squee. I got 4. I take 4. Who's alive too? This game is in the books. God damn it. Alright. We are done. We are done here. Alright, we are done in the games and we're done with this video as well, or almost done. I've just realized that when I'm uploading this one, I actually will already have submitted my deck list. I will be in Napoli, ready for the tournament on Friday. Getting ready. So at this point, I can also be a little bit more brutal and honest. Brutal? No, just honest, you know? Just, there's a different word than brutal. Yeah. Anyways. I've tried this deck, of course, in testing as well. And we've tried it as a team. And yeah, I mean, the deck is fine. It's good. But it's not like broken or anything. Ray is a really good player. He caught people off guard with this deck at the recent championship in Japan. It's a good deck. It's sort of like in the vein of Soldiers or other aggressive decks like the mono red deck too, where it does proactive things. It is kind of nice at grinding. It's better against spot removal. It's better against red Grixis than, for example, mono red or, for example, Soldiers. But like not by a huge mile, but it is better. Nonetheless, it has other problems. Like the mono white matchup is a bit tricky if they're prepared. And then it's a close deck, you know, it has like 50-50, 55% win rate maybe against the other top decks. That's sort of how we quantify as a team. Always, like we say, we estimate how the win rates are. And I think this is very close to being a 50-50 deck and gains a lot from being a new deck, right? That was the thing. So I don't think it's going to be very successful in the coming days in tournaments. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my estimation. And yeah, again, I think it's a fine deck to play, but it's nothing crazy or anything. It is not the broken new thing that you have to prepare for. There's one sideboard card if you want to prepare for this deck that, for example, Esper Legends can play. It's also a sideboard card I'm actually playing in my Esper Legends deck that I may or may not be registering for the Regional Championship in Napoli, which is Malicious Malfunction. All creatures get -2/-2 on the end of turn. This is just insane against this deck. Gets rid of everything and exiles it. And then they're pretty much only left with like Bloated Contaminator and Annex Sentry, which, yeah, if you have some black removal, like go for the throat or what have you, Eiganjos, you can get rid of those. Even Grixis could play this card, of course. It's a bit less flexible than Brotherhood's End, and by a bit, I mean by much. So, maybe not, but hey, if you want to hard target this deck, this is like one of the best cards in the format against it. Yeah, that was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.